Hello, dear people of the world, and welcome back to another episode of Evil Genius.
Has stalled.
Okay, nobody wants to know. Today we have a plan, and the plan is the following.
I see you have been busy since our last meeting, Tavarish.
It might surprise you to learn that my operation cannot simply be dismantled by an instrument as blunt as you.
A bullet is blunt, is it not? And my bullets have already dismantled quite a few of your minions.
This is unacceptable. My plans are in too delicate a place to risk an unbalancing factor like atomic Olga. She calls herself unstoppable, but everyone has a weakness. It's high time I found hers.
Why can't you just not be in the area I need to go to? Next step on the plan? Research. I assure you, even these soldiers coming to the island is all part of the plan. Again, it is all part of the plan. Ooh, perfect timing. And all cleaned up already. Next step, exploiting the past. And there she is. Well, not she herself yet, but she will be here in a second. There we go.
Atomic Olga is here. Find her and use deadly force.
Obviously the fire and all the dead people were also part of the plan. Not part of the plan. Oh. Not part of the plan as in we planned to have dead people, but we knew that there were going to be dead people, so that's kind of part of the plan.
Whenever we have these little chats, you're always so jovial, Olga. What's changed?
You know exactly what has changed. You should not have brought my brother into this.
Oh yeah, have I said we have brought her brother into this?
You came after what I care about, Atomic Olga. All I did was return the favor, and he was paid well for his services. Nothing happened to him, and nothing needs to if you don't test me.
I was not taking you seriously before. When I return, you will see how much I was holding back.
I can only imagine her having a singular health point more.
Hey, big brain. I've been seeing you make trouble out there in the world. You're having fun?
Am I supposed to know you? You're talking to me like I should care who you are.
Nah. Most people don't learn the name Wrecking Bowler until they are standing in the debris of their lives and asking the other survivors, what just happened here?
Maybe that would intimidate most people, but I'm not most people. So all I have to say to you is, get in line.
Anyway, next part of the plan. Well, honestly, this is still part one of the plan. We're angering and defeating every single one of these. And then we're going to anger some more people and steal some more loot and that sort of stuff. So we're doing everything today really quickly, if you haven't noticed by now. We're quickly moving on with the plan. Well, that was quick.
You promised debris and destruction, Wrecking Bowler. And yet, curiously, my lair still stands.
I got in pretty far though, didn't I, big brain? Farther than you thought anyone could get.
That's not true.
You made a mess and nothing more. I can clean up a mess and make it look like it was never there.
Ha! It's funny you should talk about making it look like something wasn't ever there. Because that's what I do when I go up against people like you. See you around.
Boss, I've been reading up on Wrecking Bowler. You know that crackdown in Mogadishu? That was her. By herself.
If allowed to run rampant, it sounds like she could be quite the thorn in my side. So we'll nip her now.
She's chewed up whole governments. How do we get her to engage in real terms?
She's a stealth-based demolitions expert who can't resist a high-profile target, is she not? So if I build one, She will come.
For once in her life, she's going to be get embarrassed. I don't know. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. Next research project. Okay, Iris, I thought you were going to say, like, research.
Research has begun.
Exactly. Whatever. And thus, the next research project can begin.
Research has begun. Task
And this-
complete.
Okay, thank you, Iris, for talking right into... Okay, whatever. And this will be the next target.
No one
Lord.
comes in like Wrecking Bowler.
Oh, sure. Atomic Ogre? No, Wrecking Bowler. Never stood a chance. Okay, sure. There we go.
This is not how the legend of Wrecking Bowler ends.
Well, yes, not this right now, but this in the future, yes, it will be.
I don't know why I've attracted such ire from you, Wrecking Bowler. I'm just a humble hotelier.
I've never seen a hotel with half the features yours has. Big brain.
If you know what amenities I offer my guests, then maybe you should reconsider what you're doing here.
Don't think so. I'll be back. And I left you a few presents to keep you busy while you wait for me. Until then, careful which doors you open, big brain.
I find it funny because, obviously these talks, like, I'm playing on easy mode. We always have to, like, remember that. I'm playing on easy mode. So obviously, a lot of the people will just get into the casino and then die right there. But obviously most people are going to be playing like the higher things. So the talk is always like, oh, I've gotten so far into your base, haven't I? Mwahaha. I've basically defeated you. Meanwhile, for me and for people who play on easy mode, they're only here at the beginning of the casino, like literally. This is where most of the super agents and stuff already get killed. At the beginning, at the very beginning. So them saying, oh, I got them pretty far or something like that is always so stupid for me. But anyway, next part of the plan. Steal.
The steal problem is unusual. Normally, I favor personal revenge, but when there's more than one person...
We could just fire up the old doomsday device, boss.
Which we do not have yet.
You think I haven't considered that too? No, this situation requires more finesse.
I don't know, just saying. I feel like your device could get the point across pretty good.
Silence. They work to honor the memory of John Steele. If that's their heart, that's where I'll aim my knife.
Of course. What else are we going to do? We're going to slander the word of John Steele. Or the story's legacy, whatever. I would honestly just publish, newspapers or something that say like stuff like, oh, John Steele did this, and here's the diary of John Steele, or something like that. To like make people think, oh god, John Steele is not a great person. Who would have guessed? It's more research! Now that that's done, we now only have to wait for John Steele to arrive, or Jane Steele. It could be either one. Oh, we have to lure them, obviously. Then we'll just do that. Okay, so it is Jane Steele for once. Well then, I really just have to get used to saying Jane Steele instead of John or Jane Steele. That will just make it easier. But anyway...
Agent Steele. Here. Minions, seek and destroy.
Yeah, I could also say just Agent Steele. Well, anyway, this is what we have the ice weapons for. Because her gun is actually really strong. And her hands too. Well, anyway, and another one dead.
The memory of John Steele beats in many hearts, not one. Another will come for you. I don't imagine you understood what message you were sending, smearing John's memory like that.
Of course I did. If you want a bull to charge you, you wave red in its face. And you did charge.
You may think yourself terribly clever, but you've escalated things. First, spitting on a dead man's grave.
And then easily killing his successor while you watched. I know, Mrs. Foxworth. I was there.
You've only done this well so far because I underestimated you. You won't have that advantage next time.
That's what they all say.
I want an update on our efforts to locate the operative known as Symmetry.
We've been looking everywhere, boss. Asked every lowlife, but either they're too low or she's too high.
I suppose I shouldn't have expected otherwise. Very well. It appears we must force her to go by my schedule.
She's a ghost, boss. No one can hold her. How do you plan to do that?
Please. Symmetry is still human. She has human pressure points. If we press the right one, she'll come running.
Who would have guessed? It's a mission on the world map. And next, a research project. And now we have to lure her? I'm starting to feel like this game is a tiny bit
complete.
repetitive. And bye-bye.
Your goons did pretty well this time. Safe treasure? You know how many enemies I have? They've all tried this plan before.
I do know how many enemies you have. I ended up killing most of them. And what's more, Symmetry, it did work.
Sure, this wasn't my best outing. Definitely could have gone better for me. I'll be off to lick my wounds a bit.
You should strongly consider staying in whatever hole you crawl into.
Not a chance. It's been too long since I've had a dance partner like you. You and me will tango again soon.
Sure. Wait. That means my plan has actually succeeded. We are done. We have gotten every single super agent thus far. Obviously, once we go even further, we'll have to also kill them. But that means we can continue on normally with our normal operations, without a plan, without anything. Let's start the next fight.
Have you seen this report? That meddling journalist, Padma Banerjee, dead, and authorities are baffled as to how.
Sure did, boss. Nice one, finally taking her out.
That's the thing, I didn't. She's the 8th target to turn up dead that I didn't touch.
Doesn't that still come out as a win for you, though?
Not if this assassin decides to target me someday. Get out there. Find out who's killing them and how.
I already know who it is. You don't. Or you do as well. Who cares? Wow, doing something on the world map and now research. How is this the exact same pattern as before? Let me guess, after we done the research, somebody's going to send their minions and to kill me. I defeat the minions and then we're going to talk to them. Oops. We're going to talk to them for the first time like, oh, you've defeated my minions. Watch out, blah blah blah. I don't know.
I was expecting a report an hour ago. What's the final word on these assassinations?
Boss, it appears the cause of death in all cases was poisoning.
But how? We observed them. None of the targets were hit with darts or gas or anything suspicious.
That's not all, boss. It appears the poison is unique to sea creatures. Ones that live in hammer waters.
Hammer? Not much, but it's something. Very well. I'll shake that tree and see what falls out of it.
Oh wow, who would have guessed that we have to kill some minions of the assassin. Wow.
You should be proud. None have ever succeeded in tracing these deaths back to a humble sushi chef like me.
I gather that you are the owner of this restaurant? Fugu Furukawa?
Indeed. My restaurant empire lets me put poison in the veins of any VIP in the world. None are safe from me.
Well, now that I know who you are, one could argue that you're not safe from me.
I'll let you think that for now. But until we meet again, be careful what you eat. Johnny?
Wow, we have actually managed to clear the board of any missions that we want to do. Because like I've said, I don't want to do these missions. I've done them often enough and they're not good. Like, I don't need this. I don't need the loot. It's not like I'm only collecting all the loot because I still did not get that damn achievement, because in every single playthrough I've somehow missed a singular loot item. So actually today we'll be able to move on. So let's do that. Let's finally, I think, build the first doomsday device. I don't know if there's going to be a cutscene. It's probably going to be emptiness, because I will see if there's a cutscene or not.
It's lonely being the only one with a brain around here.
A burden the rest of us can only imagine.
That sounds so sarcastic, which I understand, because if somebody said that to me, I would be like, excuse me?
If I could collaborate with some decent researchers, I'd be able to perfect my void designs.
We'll kidnap some right away.
No, they'll come here freely. No researcher can resist a conference, hotel bars, lanyards. They love it!
Surely a grand scheme by Zalika for once. Usually it's my plans that bear fruits, I think, but maybe for once Zalika does make a good point and has what kind of grammar is my brain thinking right now? A good plan for once. Okay, so we're going to be recruiting 5 scientists. 5 great scientists. Don't mind this. Don't mind my plan, my part of the plan. Her plan. Let's talk about her plan. Zalika's plan is to attract the scientists, invite the 5 great scientists. Then, just imagine there is no attempt here. Then recruit Lena Landstrom. Lena Landstrom. I'm going to say her name is Lena Landstrom. I'm sorry, Lena, if that is not your name. Just ignore what you saw up here. If you didn't see that, great. If you did see it because I said to ignore it, then whoops. This is because what was up here is my plan. That's my plan. I know some things are going to happen. Some things are probably going to escalate and de-escalate, and so that was my plan. Not hers. We're going to follow hers for now. So anyway, after now we've gotten the 5 great scientists recruited, do they come out of the helicopter or do they come per boat? By boat? I don't know. Anyway, now that we've gotten them, we're going to get Lena Landstrom, and then we're going to hold a conference with all of them, with the 5 and Lena Landstrom. That is the plan anyway. But as we there we go, there they are, great scientists. But as we all know, Lena Landstrom is a person
A scheme has succeeded.
who does not care. So that's why it said attempt, because unless she is coming now, no, it's just minions. I expected as much. I expected her to just not come. I expected her to do that. She always does that. I say that like I know her. No, but Lena Landstrom. You don't know Lena Landstrom? No. Who are you? You've got to know these things. Anyway, we'll get them all. We'll hurry, apparently, them all to a conference. To talk with Zalika. Since Lena Landstrom, because of the kind of person she is, did not arrive, did not care about our evil doings, which is understandable. I wouldn't want to be associated with evil as well, because I mean, that's the whole reason I'm not in my lair right now, because if anything ever happens, no one will suspect a thing, even though I am putting up these videos onto the internet, and so that's a bit like, I'm a bit telling on myself. Well, anyway, conference time. I don't know how long we're going to hold the conference. I guess it's up to how many questions are going to be asked. I hope not too much, because I hate listening to long conferences. Well, anyway, I already know that these scientists now know too much, and probably they have helped us solve problems and stuff, but they know too much. And so we're going to have to execute them now. And I'm already getting ready to do that, because the sooner we do that, the less people are going to get out into the world.
Task complete.
Okay, thank you.
This one must die. For science. You see?
Literally, for science. Okay, now we can get the other people.
It's nothing personal. Just personnel.
Task complete.
And now with all the stuff we've learned, we're going to do some research, as you can see, and then improve the void design. And because this game has no sense of doing one thing after another, we're going to do that at the same time. Maybe we'll even improve the void design first and then
Research has begun.
complete the research, because, as I've just said, yep, I was right.
I cannot think
Yep,
around
improve
these
the
things.
void design before even doing the research. Lovely, 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 lovely. We're going to continue on with this, which is also going to be done really fastly, apparently. And there we go, we have already completed the next step. And we have still not built the doomsday device, but we also don't have any new missions, any new side stories, which means we can already continue on with the next step of the plan.
Not one of them was on my level. Such a disappointment.
We'll kidnap some more. Smarter ones this time.
There are no smarter ones. That's the problem with humanity. It's running on the same old wetware that hid in caves.
Aren't we hiding in a cave?
Not at all. We are building Void.
In a cave.
I'm sorry, but this is so true. It's like this. It's like normally I would be offended if anyone were like questioning my plans or something, unless they were using constructive criticism. But this is just true, and I love as well how this sentence literally in a cave and then a period, and it's like, yes, of course, there's going to be a period at the end of the sentence, but there's just 3 words and then the period just makes it seem like in a cave, you know? It's like, I can't explain this. This will be, there's surely a word for over-explaining things. But like, it's just great, like, it's just great.
In a lair, with conference tables and laboratories and unwelcome scrutiny from our investors.
Yeah, but it's still in a cave. Yeah, but anyway, we're
Research has
finally
begun.
going to be building this damn thing. We're now going to get the elements. The elements as in to build the thing, the resources, not the elements like fire, water, air, and earth. No, I mean the elements. What kind of elements? An expert, blah blah blah. No, 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 no. Nobody needs to know this. Outline, blue, point a gun. Okay, it's just parts. It's just rare earth elements. No, no further description. Unless, no, it's literally no further description. No, it just says rare earth elements. I don't know what the rare earth elements are. Bam! There go the first parts. There go the second. And there go the final ones. And now finally, after long hours of researching and scanning this cavern with these devices, and also for some reason having genetics, researching genetics, I don't know, we're finally going to be able to remove. Let me just. All of these technologies, replace them with flowers, and also system for the flowers to control them. No, please, thank you. And then we're going to be able to dig in. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Come on. There we go. There the yellowings are.
Task complete.
We've done it. We have built the first level of the doomsday device, and also completely updated this cavern to have a full interior. Maybe I should have used the hallway, because the hallway has these stripes. No, I think it looks fine. It looks fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Everything's fine. So now we're going to just check if everything's alright, if we have to change anything. I hope not, because I honestly don't care. I couldn't care less right now. A wave of investigator has arrived. A wave, not multiple waves. Wow, are they coming to investigate the system? I hope not, because they probably would dismantle this entire thing, and I don't want that to happen. But hey, Zalika, we've finally done it. For once, your plan has actually succeeded. For once, our plan has actually succeeded. Well, yeah, no, for once we've actually worked together and actually created a huge doomsday device, finally. See, dear viewers, it takes just working together once to build what you want to build, which in our case is a giant, enormous doomsday device. If we're going to test the device, obviously people are going to come to see if we have any health.
I want that intruder discovered and captured. For science.
Oh great. We're obviously going to brainwash them first of all, and their job would be to check if everything's alright, if health and safety and stuff. And now that we've built a doomsday device and I am broadcasting this to the world, obviously a lot of whoops, I just hit the mic. A lot of people are going to arrive to the island to see if everything's alright, with like not see if everything alright, but like more of a where is it kind of tone, you know? So we're going to capture them and brainwash them and make them go out in the world and say, yeah, everything's alright.
I want that.
I've also already collected some data, so we could technically test fire this thing.
Let's get scientific.
But we're not going to do that until the mission tells us to do so, because I'm pretty sure the mission will tell us to do so, and I don't want to waste any data. And that will be the last of them.
Complete.
As you can see, my operations are not suspicious at all.
No, not as suspicious at all. Nothing suspicious going on here. Don't look behind me.
Very impressive. What, does it all do?
You wouldn't understand the science, but trust me, it's spectacular.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't understand. Just don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand. No.
We look forward to leveraging these assets across international markets.
First, I'll try it on a small group of focus testers. They'll love it. And there's a definite 96% chance they'll probably survive.
Look at that. More missions. I've probably already missed loot items, but who cares? We have more missions. And this mission that has automatically started. Are you done yet? No, you aren't. Whatever. Are you going to do that? No, you're going to restore stats. Gather beta testers on the voltage. Test high alert in there. Okay. So let's gather the testers. Gather beta testers. Oh, 2 at a time. 2 at a time? 2 at a time. Wow. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to end this episode here. So I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.